Hello there, world of tankers. I'm Blitz, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about the T22 medium. This single tank here has been able to hold #1 on average win rate out of every single tier 10 vehicle in the game for the past 2.5 years. No changes have been made to it, no buffs, no nerfs, just the same old tank ever since it came into the game. And it's kind of crazy to believe that you can hold that much of a win rate and change the course of so many battles in this singular tank. So in today's video, I'm going to be telling you why it is such a strong vehicle, trying to just play it, have some fun in today's video. So of course, if you like this type of content, please make sure to click that subscribe button down below. Now the T22 medium, there is only one way to obtain this vehicle, and probably ever will only be one way, which is crates. But it does have a reason why, because it's able to hold a 59.5% win rate still 2.5 years later after it came into the game. I thought, you know what, maybe the STB passed it, maybe the WZ121. I wanted to do a video, which I've been waiting on doing for quite some time, on the highest win rate tank at tier 10. And I really didn't expect the T22 medium to be it, because it's so old now. It's 2.5 years. There's new tanks. You've got the Vickers, you've got the Sheridan, you've got even the Super Conqueror that's now in the game. And I expected some of these vehicles to at least pass it, like the Mowry, because the Mowry is crazy strong. But it turns out T22 shut me up, and it's still able to hold the #1 position. So what makes this tank so strong and why it is so feared on the battlefield? Well, first, it has a crazy damage per minute, only a 5.8 second reload, and I'm pretty sure I am running calibrated, which you can imagine just how quick the reload is on this tank because of, if you're not running calibrated gun rammer, it's about a 5.3 second reload, I think, which is just ridiculous. You're able to do 5,500 average damage per minute. Not 5,000, what am I saying? 3,500, not 5,000. God, that would be just broken. But no, it's got 3,500 damage per minute, which is the most for tier 10 mediums, you know, right up on par with the T62A and the Object 140. As well, it has armor, and that's where you go into the overpowered territory. If it didn't have armor, yeah, it would be a good tank, but it'd be more like a glass cannon. But this tank's got armor as well. So we've got that WT right there, and that's a nice tap for 413 damage. We're going to plop on our adrenaline, and yeah, in a matter of about 5 seconds, we were able to take off 800 and one more shell. Yep, there went about 1,200 hit points off of that poor WT, and that is this tank for you. Now, I know that 183 is somewhere around here, and, you know, if we get hit by it, it's not the end of the world, because we do have full hit points, so, you know, it's not the end. But we do have that AMX there, so I would love to get some nasty butt shots into this AMX, so let's try and do that. So that's already about 700 hit points we've taken off of that AMX. That is why it's so deadly. Now that's about 1,000 hit points, and again, AMX, nope, just bounces right off the front, because, you know, that's how the T22 is. And that's what makes it so deadly. So, are we going to be able to get that shell in? Yes, of course we are, because it doesn't really matter on aiming time. 2,500 damage picked up. You know, this is an average game, I'd say, for the tank. Nothing spectacular. But let's try and get out some more damage here. So, yeah, let's just wiggle it back and forth. That's how you want to, you know, drive it. You want to wiggle it. I've had a lot of people ask me how you play the T22, but if you just wiggle it like this back and forth, there you go. You can see we have blocked crazy, literally 1,200 damage. That's not a, you know, that's not a small gun bouncing shells there. That gun has 250 millimeters of standard pen. We just shrugged right off there, literally. That is crazy, just how much damage we're able to block in this tank. So that was just a pretty simple game there. Didn't really show the most, but, you know, we were able to block, I think, every shell that hit our tank. How many shells did we receive? We received 4 shells, and all 4 bounced. It says 2 of them were, you know, damaging, but I think they hit our tracks, so that doesn't really count. That just breaks the tracks. So the first game there, you got to see what makes the T22 the T22. That AMX does not have a small gun. In fact, that's about the same pen as the tier 10 gun it has. And the fact that we were able to bounce all 3 of those shells on the side of our tank is crazy. You wouldn't do that in a T62A, not an Object 140. Just this tank, you're able to do that. And the reason for that being is because it has sort of like the M48 pattern, where it's got a boat-shaped hull. This has a triangular-shaped hull. Russia is really smart on their angles, and this tank has just the best angles out of all of them for the mediums. It's a perfect triangle on the bottom of the hull, and I'll try and show you that in this game here. If you take a look under the vehicle, just through the grass, you can see at the bottom of the tank, it cuts through a triangle. And if you take a look right at the edge underneath that fuel tank on both sides, you'll see it cut through all the way leading down until the bottom, and that is the hull armor. Everything else is spaced. It has no weakness on the track wheel. You shoot the track wheel, it's not like any other tank in the game. I normally say shoot the track wheel, and it's always going to damage the tank. This is the only vehicle shooting at the track wheel will actually always ricochet, so that's one little fun fact. The frontal armor it's decent. It's about 220, which is still, you know, extremely respectable for a tier 10 medium, but the frontal armor really doesn't bounce anything. It's the side armor that bounces the shells. That's where you get these big alpha bounces that really you wouldn't expect to happen, and this tank just, you know, shrugs off these massive shells. And here we go. We've got that T-57 Heavy, who let's reload quick enough to, you know, tap a shell into there. So we're already at 600 damage, which is kind of crazy to believe. And we've got the Foch. Can we penetrate the Foch? No, we actually can't. But it doesn't really boast the most pen. That's one thing I will say. You know, it's got decent penetration values, but it's got nice heat. You know, I would definitely suggest to run calibrated on the tank. So we've got a Super Conqueror. And as we've said, Super Conqueror only has around 2600 DPM. There you go. Shell bounced right through the turret. Now, I want to figure out what bounced me, because, yeah, I don't want to be penned. And I do know that the Super Conqueror's weakness is right in the gun mantlet, although at the same time, yeah, I'm not going to play with that. I really can't right now. I'll let my team deal with that. I want to know what's over to the side, because you can see that was a HES shell. There we go, FV4202, and we got our first shell in. So let's see if we can get a couple more, maybe. Let's rush the FV. Not really too scared of the tank, but I do want to finish it off. We did waste our adrenaline there, but yeah, I want to clear this FV4202 before it's too late, and he's, you know, killed our team. So there we go, another nice tap into the guy. Hopefully that Rex will not hit us, but yep, another shell bouncing off the side of the tank, because that's how it is. And, you know, FV4202, yeah, what's armor? Not much for that guy. Let's just face hug the guy. We've got a way more DPM advantage here. Now this guy, if he tries running, let's just get a nice HE rate in the boot. There we go, 381. And yeah, we also go very quick in this tank. Another little fun fact. So let's finish off the FE. Not really much of a threat. Sorry, dude, but yeah, that's you. And then we've got the Rex, you know, right up next in the line. So let's just get a nice tell right in the side. Tell, yes, my English is wonderful today. But yeah, that's just because it's pretty late at night, about 1 o'clock at the night for me. I wanted to post my video about 10 hours after the latest one, but we've got this Foch over here. You know, aiming time, not really much of an issue. That's what makes the tank so solid. It's just the fact that you've got so much DPM, you've got so much armor, you've got everything going for you in such a tight little package, and that's what makes the tank ridiculous. So, like, we've got that T-92. Yeah, it's a T-92. What's it going to do me? Damage me? Yeah. It did damage me, I'll give it that, but it's not going to kill me. We're going to just rip it apart with our DP. Okay, you know what? I need to shut up sometimes. So let's actually penetrate the tank this time, aim in the shell. But I'm not really worried about this T-92 penning us. You know, we've got the T-22 here. So there we go. Nice shot there. And come on, can we get the bounce? Yep, there we go. And we got the bounce. And our game kind of lagged there at the last second, but still able to get out another shell. How much damage did we do that battle? Let's find out. 4,870 it says there, and we also got some nice ramming in. So we got a little bit more damage out, which is, you know, always fun. 5,500. It's just crazy how much damage this tank is able to get out, and it is overpowered. But at the same time, there are a couple downsides on the T-22 medium, and I'm about to tell you a couple of them, because I've got some fun stories waiting for you guys. So I am a very aggressive player, especially because it's very late at night for me, or should I say very early in the morning. I am even more aggressive right now. I'm sweating, I've got my blanket on me, and yeah, I am very aggressive at night, and it's one thing I definitely need to fix is get more sleep, stop playing late at night, but I want to get the video out. And the biggest issue I have, especially late at night with the T-22 medium, or just when I'm in a very moody mood, which especially was for today with the Super Conqueror, is that I get very, very aggressive, and it causes me to do really bad in the tank like the T-22 medium, because of course when you push so aggressive in a tank, you can only ask so much of it. And while the T-22 medium does do a great job at bouncing shells and dealing the damage, it doesn't do a great job in a 1 versus 5 when you immediately kill yourself in the beginning of the game. So here we go. Let's do this as our last battle because I need some sleep. So what do we have? IS-7 mouse. Okay, so I'm going to be pushing, of course, to my favorite spot in this game, which is right to this base capture spot here. It's very, very important. I would 100% suggest to go here, because, well, at least in a T-22, because you can use your solid turn armor. Now, I want to be careful, because I know that 183 is most likely going to target me. I've known that guy before. Yeah, that was a funky shell. Oof, did not pen that. So we've got that that 1-2-1 right there. I don't know if the 1-2-1 can actually pen me, but yeah, it wasn't really worth it for that 1-2-1, I guess, in the long run to stay out in the open and try and shoot me. So what do we got? All right, we got the mouse over there. I've got to be careful. So the Vickers is just wanting to pull out. I'm actually just going to break the guy's tracking back up. Well, you know what? We actually got him hit. It was actually worth it, I guess, in the long run, because we did just take off technically 600 from that tracking shell. 1-2-1 just missed us, and yeah, this guy's definitely targeting me. Not sure why, because, again, we are in a tank that outclasses him very, very much, and I'm seeing that 183 trying to come up behind me here. So I'm going to push into a position where I can't get hit by that 183. I notice he just fired again. Another shell bouncing right off the frontal armor. This guy, yeah, not sure why he did that. And now we've got the 183, as I said, most likely going to target me. There we go, hit him in the track. So I'm going to be doing ring around the rosy with this guy. Yeah, definitely a bad move targeting me. Not sure why you would do it, but yeah. So here we go. We've got the Vickers light as well right there. I'm dealing with 2 tanks right now, which is definitely not super fun, but I'm going to target this Vickers more than the 183. Oh, that's going to hurt me. Yes. Okay, we're not dead yet, so I'm going to try and kill the 183. There we go, 183 taken out, and then we're going to get out of here. Gonna try and angle it to my best of abilities, but yeah, this is not the best scenario. I am dealing with a lot of stuff right now. As I said, that 183 was most likely going to target me, as I've dealt with that guy before. Very, very annoying when people target. But yeah, there's not much I can do right now in this scenario, but just wait, I guess. Because yeah, that ISH right there, we've got the Vickers light in that position. I'm just going to wait. There's not much else I can do. So yeah, not super fun right now. Let's see if we can actually... You know what? The Vickers light just shot, which means we can reposition right over here, which is where I want to get. Because this is the effective spot for the T-22. And there you go. Bounce the shell, which means ram me. Do it. Woo it. No, we screwed the shell up. No, we're probably going to die here. Yeah, we died, but we definitely did our job in that game. Just fell apart at the end, but when you're getting rushed by that many people, is there so much you can do? Not really. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Just wanted to get a nice, fun video out for you guys. Hope you'd enjoyed it. But other than that, I hope you guys are all doing well out there. Stay happy, stay healthy. Looks like we're going to win this game, so I'm happy on that. But stay happy, stay healthy out there. Make sure to click that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. And other than that, oh, we could have gotten so much damage on that IS-7. But other than that, I hope you guys are all doing well out there. Stay happy, and I'll see you in the next one.